Go on, you gotta get out of the frame. Babe, come on. Come on. Good girl. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday morning. Here we are. Gonna be a lovely day. It's Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth. Make sure you get out and do something positive for the community today. Speaking of which, I've got a much busier day on tap than I was anticipating. So we're gonna just do a real quick little Friday morning shorty here. Mostly just about 30 minutes of a little stretching and moving around, and then enough to get you up on your feet and out the door and into your day. So we're gonna start out in any comfortable seated position of your choice. Just pick a spot that feels good. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, take a few deep breaths. Even Babe is taking a few deep breaths, right? You don't have to work too hard on changing the rhythm or the pace of your breath just yet. For now, simply notice how it feels to take a slightly deeper inhale and to really get all of your exhalation out. Try that a few times. Good, one more. Just calming yourself down, slowing the body, slowing the mind, getting centered here on your mat. And draw your palms to press at your heart. Set an intention or a dedication for your practice this morning. Take a moment to be happy and grateful for whatever comes to mind, certainly for your body, for your practice, for the things in your life that bring you joy. And then let your eyes open up. Lock your fingers together right there in front of your heart center. Sit up a little bit taller. You're gonna press the hands away. Flip them inside out and round your back. Pull your chin all the way in. Tuck your belly button back to your spine. Stretch your back. Right, on your inhale, sit up nice and tall. A little arch through the spine there. Make your ribs a little longer. Exhale, lean one way. Back to the middle, breathe. And take it the other way. Center on your inhale, sit up nice and tall, lift your chin one more time. And release, hands go around behind your back. Lock them together here. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, take it forward, just as far as it feels good. So you don't have to force this or push it too far. So we'll bow down. Sit up nice and tall. Pull your knuckles around to your right hip bone and just hold there for a moment. You can stretch. Across your heart center, you can drop your right ear. Inhale. Swing them around to the other side. Sit up tall. Head broad right there across the collarbones. Drop your left ear, stretch the right side of your neck. Lift your chin up a little bit. And release. Hands, let them go, bring it out front. Let's do that one more time. Start at heart center. Take a full breath cycle in. Lock your fingers together. On your exhale, push it away. Tuck your chin in, round your back. Sit up tall, deep breath. Arch the spine a little bit, gaze goes up. And release. Exhale, lean to one side. Back to the middle. Exhale the other way. Take it through center. Sit up nice and tall once more. Lift up. And hands around behind. Lock them together again. Maybe try your other thumb on top and open up. Bow down. Perhaps you get a little closer to the ground. Forehead might even touch down this time. Lift your knuckles up. Use your core here. Bum is engaged as you inhale, rise. And swing the knuckles to the left hip. Pull the elbows back. Drop the right ear. Inhale, swing it around the other way. Drop the left ear. Take it back to center. And release. All right, let it go. Let's rock forward up onto the hands and knees. Good. And then from tabletop pose here, you can just maybe start to move around a little bit. Loosen up the hips, the shoulders. Take time to kind of wiggle and stretch things out. If you need some more cats and cows, here's a good place. Maybe pushing all the way back into a child's pose for a moment. And then shift it up. Replant your hands, tuck your toes, hips go high behind you. Hi, babe. Excuse me. Thank you. And we'll breathe right here. First downward facing dog. Just stretch it out. Good. Like I said, just a pretty quick little stretch practice this morning. Nothing too intense. Yeah, right, babe. Nothing too intense. From your downward facing dog, you can step your feet out a little bit wider and up a few steps so that you feel like maybe you're just kind of in a forward fold more than anything. And then walk your hands in and hang upside down for a few breaths. So you basically just find a forward fold, kind of right in the middle of your mat there. Check in with your hamstrings. Hello. Hello. Walk your hands to the right and exhale, fold. And back to center, inhale, over to the other side, exhale, fold. Good, bring it right back to the middle. And then take your hands to your hips, and we're just gonna come all the way up to stand for a moment. Good. Keep your feet nice and wide. Hold on to your hips and push them forward just slightly. There you go, a little back bend. Exhale, soften the knees. Fold all the way back down. And go up and down a few times. Inhale all the way to the top. Exhale all the way back to the bottom. And one more. Get all the way up. And right back down. Good. And when you get to the bottom, you're going to walk your hands forward again. Step your feet back a little bit closer to that downward facing dog position. And then inhale out to high plank and exhale lower down. Move through a little sun salutation there. Half vinyasa, lift your heart. Up dog or cobra. Tuck your toes. Back to downward facing dog. All right, let's take the right leg up. Just swing it high behind you for a moment. Bend your knee, open up your hip, twist your torso, your heart center. And let the shoulders open up here as well. And then swing that knee forward and into half pigeon. So you guys are gonna have to forgive me. I have a little bit of strange posture today because I'm sharing my mat with my dog who was insisting on yoga. So yoga she will get. Once you're in this half pigeon position, go ahead and swing all of your weight down on that right hip because we're gonna do broken pigeon today. You're just gonna bend that back knee behind you and kind of tuck it around so that your legs look like the shape of a pinwheel here. And then just walk right out over that right shin to the left diagonal. Relax your elbows, relax your head, relax the back of your neck and breathe. One more full exhale here, and then you bring yourself up slowly. Good. Turn your heart center forward again, and now we're going to bring this back leg all the way around and do your best to cross it over. Now notice here, sometimes you have to kind of lift up and cinch your knees together. If this is too much for you to sit this way, then don't cross quite so tight. Maybe you just sit more like this. Or if you have a little something you can prop yourself up on, slide a block underneath if you've got one, or whatever you're using for homemade props these days. If you can get your knees stacked up a little bit, just like that. There we go. Gomukhasana. Cow face pose. So pretty big hip stretch right out here. And sit up tall. Give yourself a moment to settle into the posture, and then we'll take the left arm up. You're going to touch the space between your shoulder blades. Bring the right arm up on your inhale. Grab that left elbow and just pull it back. Lift your head. Use the back of your head to create some leverage there. Breathe. If you really want, you can release this right arm and then come from below and see if your fingers come together in between your shoulder blades. In my body, that just doesn't feel super fantastic. So I like this stretch better. I'm going to stay right here. Just 5. You can do anything for 4 more breaths, right? 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let it go. Hands are going to end up just back behind you a little bit. Rock back. Untangle your legs. Send them out in front. And exhale forward to find your toes. Paschimottanasana. Rock those sits bones out from underneath. A few big exhales right here. And a coffee break if you need one. Think about lengthening through the spine first, then just let the exhale bring some natural depth to the pose. You don't want to force it. Don't feel like you have to push yourself into something that's uncomfortable for you. Just enough stretch to check in with the hamstrings. And then slowly bring it up. Okay, tuck your ankles underneath, plant your hands, step, walk, or hop back. Let's sneak another little vinyasa in here. Again, don't mind me as I kind of tiptoe around my dog. Lower down, up dog or cobra, pull through. If you want to set your thighs or knees down in your up dog, just feel the difference. You can get a little deeper into your low back that way, no problem. Lift the hips back up to down dog, and you'll take your left leg up behind you for a moment. You can open your hip, do something that feels good here. Oh, hi, babe. And then swing that knee forward. Remember that we entered as if we were gonna go into pigeon, but then at the last moment, we sit down on this left knee. You're gonna bend your right one behind you and just tuck it back a little bit so that you're sitting toward the side and your legs, again, look kind of like the shape of a pinwheel. This is called broken wing pigeon or Vakra Kapotasana, crooked pigeon pose. Walk toward this right diagonal of your mat. See if you can get both forearms down. There you go. So you're gonna feel this obviously out here in these deeper hip rotators, but there's a pretty good low back, mid back stretch, and sometimes you have to walk a little bit further along the edge of your mat to find that. So just do what feels good to you. And then slowly, as you lift your chest back up, sit up nice and tall, inhale, move your chest forward, and then take that back knee and swing it all the way around and try to wrap your legs. Again, this is a pretty deep posture for most people, so a little bit of fidgeting and wiggling might be required. I sometimes have to come all the way up here, get my knees stacked there, make sure your toes stay out here wide, and then sit back down. If you're lucky enough to have yoga props at home, you might get a block underneath of you, or you just sit up on a book or something, roll up a blanket, grab a couch cushion, whatever. If you can comfortably sit on the ground, then try to get both of your sits bones rooted. Lots of fireworks in my neighborhood today. Already at 10 a.m. in the morning. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. So if you don't have anything planned for today, there's all sorts of fantastic recommendations I can give you. Some really cool places that I've been volunteering lately. Send me a DM and I'll give you a couple of cool things that not only you can do, but you'll have fun doing and meet some really cool people that maybe just wouldn't have run into otherwise, right? So let me know if you need some suggestions. Here we are breathing. And remember last time we added in the arms, and so we're going to take the right one up this time. Try to touch that space right between your shoulder blades. Left arm's going to come help you out a little bit. Grab your elbow, pull it back, lift your chin up off your chest, and then create any level of intensity by pressing the back of your head into your right forearm or shoulder there. And challenge yourself to really resist the urge to just create a bunch of intensity in your body for no good reason. I think sometimes we get hung up on that, like, oh, I really gotta feel this, right? There's plenty to feel. If you just slow down, breathe, close your eyes, it'll help, and just notice what's already going on. You know, life is intense enough all the time. You don't have to jam a bunch of intensity into your yoga practice as well. This should be time where you feel like you can let your guard down a little bit, right? You can just breathe, stretch your body, make some space in your mind to focus on feeling good. Create some positive energy. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let that stretch go. Remember, like I said at the start, this is just a quick little practice today. So about half as long as our normal, and that's all right. We're almost done. We're gonna untangle the legs, stretch them back out. Here we are again in our Paschimottanasana fold. So even in just this little practice, we've already gotten hips, hamstrings, shoulders, side body, kind of a nice, well-rounded little morning stretch here. Okay, let's sit up tall. We'll draw the bottoms of the feet together for a moment. Just hold on to your toes or interlace your fingers around. Make a little basket out of your hands and then put your toes inside and sit up tall on an inhale breath. Pull your heart right through your arms. Good. Roll out the neck a little bit. Back and forth. All right. Elbows can stay in or elbows can come out front. Just two different feelings is all. Elbows in is gonna encourage you to keep your back a little longer. Elbows out will probably take you into a more rounded spine. So you pick which one feels good for you. Another 5 breaths here. And then on your inhale, slowly roll it up. Oh, there's like a cute little something walking around on the other side of my porch. I think it's a bug, but who knows? Caught my eye. Sit up tall for a moment. Let that go. And then that's gonna do it pretty much. Let's take it down onto our backs. I'm just turning to the side for your sake, but you can just roll right on down. Bring your knees in, give them a quick squeeze. Maybe a quick twist here. Make sure you get both sides of your twist. And then back through center. Everything pulls in one more time. And then relax for Shavasana. I'm going to see if I can get Babe up here with me. There, she's a good Shavasana partner. She likes to chill out. Right. I'm going to take Shavasana right here on my side today because that feels good and I can just relax and chill. If you want to stay on your back, stay on your back. Babe and I are going to take a few moments right here to rest. And we hope that you take some time to stay and rest right there as long as you would like. Again, thank you for always jumping on. Thank you for understanding. Sometimes just get a lot packed into one day, so had to do a little bit shorter practice today, but that's all right. Be sure you check out the YouTube channel if you want more. We did some really fun, cool classes over the last few days, and they're all posted there for you. They're also right here on Instagram in the feed, so you can look them up and take them on the IGTV. I know people are really appreciating the YouTube channel because then you can watch it on your TV and you don't have to be on your phone or your computer, which might be nice. Otherwise, Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're making donations to the studio, we appreciate you. You're keeping us alive. So thanks for that. We're northeastyoga@gmail.com on PayPal, and I'm Annie Hanson, HANSON _ Northeast Yoga on Venmo. See you soon. Have a great day. We're going to do some Ashtanga by the river tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, and then join us for the Mala at 4. It's a summer solstice celebration. All the details are on our Instagram profile, so look it up. Namaste.